What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Jordy, and welcome back to some more F1 25 driver career mode for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, the season 3 finale. But if you missed last episode at the Brazilian Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc once again as consistent as ever. I mean, look at those last look at all his results across the season. Absolutely crazy. He has not finished off of the podium since round 5 in Spain, so it won't surprise you to know that he was able to clinch the championship fully last episode in the Grand Prix. So we couldn't catch him. We managed to get a really hard fought P2, one of my better drives, to be quite honest with you, but throughout the season we just simply did not do enough. We had a bad result in Spain and a DNF in Baku. That DNF in Baku truly sealed it. Before Monza, we'd had like 3 good results in a row and we were within 2 points from Leclerc, and we had a rough Monza, and then the DNF in Baku pretty much sealed it. We were kind of still in it, but yeah, it was already a done deal. It was just a matter of time, really. So, now we just focus on having fun in this last Grand Prix of the season. We've also got P3 secure in the Constructors. There is a chance that we can still get P2 in the Constructors if we score more than 12 points over McLaren. The chances of that are pretty slim, so I'm not really going to hype myself up about that. And this is also going to be our last race, our final race for Aston Martin, so this will be the last time you see me wear this shirt until we join them again in a future F1 game or something. But I decided to bring back the helmet that we had when we first joined the team. Of course, we ended up changing to the Robo Strike helmet halfway through the season, and then of course this season we had the Maestro helmet. I don't know what I'm going to have for Season 4, the final season of the career mode. I still don't know what team we're going to be at. I will be able to find out myself right after I finish this stream. But this will be the last time we wear Aston Martin colours, so I just wanted to let you guys know on that front. So let's get some of these objectives started. So we can do that one, and then this one's very easy. A lot of these are going to be easy. I'm excited, man. Vegas has always been an eventful Grand Prix so far this series. I have had safety car and increased, but we haven't had a safety car since Monza, so it doesn't seem to really be working right now. But we can do that one, and then do that one, and yeah, that's it. So let's move ahead now, get our weekly resources in so we can do some part protecting for the final time.
Pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Awesome. All right, let's get these wing mirrors on, and then everything else I don't think we can really touch for now. What about the chassis? The chassis I don't think we can touch. Maybe this one. 305 is crazy. What about these? Yeah, we can't really touch these neither, so we'll have to see what parts we can protect when we actually get the points. But before we start this, I want to check if my stream is on, because sometimes it just doesn't go live. I don't know, it's this little bug that happens with my PlayStation sometimes. We're fine. Let me check audio. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Right then, let's get this underway. Las Vegas Grand Prix, the final Grand Prix weekend. Scuderia Ferrari have had a part removed. Okay, so I wonder what the R&D is going to look like going into this weekend. So because Ferrari have clearly been the best car on the grid, so them having another part removed could make things a little bit more interesting. Of course, the AI acceleration, like the awfulness that has been in this game since F1 24, well, it was in F1 22 as well, gets negated a little bit around Vegas. So, because, the straight is so long, we can just catch up. And things are going to be a little bit interesting this episode, as qualifying looks to be in intermediate conditions. So, that's going to make things really interesting, that's for sure. And it looks like we're actually the best team on the grid. It's taken us all season. So I guess if the season had gone on any longer, it would have been ourselves having a part removed. But we are the best team on the grid. It doesn't really matter because we're going into new regulations next season, so there's going to be a massive shake-up. I don't know how it's going to look, but yeah, it's going to make things really interesting, that is for sure. So without further ado, let's get into free practice. We've got track acclimatization, race strategy, and tyre management to do. However, we have 3 practice sessions, so I am only going to do race strategy. So yeah, let's get into it. I don't know, maybe I'll do the hards anyway. It doesn't really matter, it's Vegas, isn't it? So...
It's practice time here under the bright lights and around the iconic landmarks of this high-octane circuit. It can only be Las Vegas. Let's get this sensational show on the road.
All right. Red Bull will be looking to improve vastly. Red Bull as an organisation seems to have fallen apart in our career mode. Red Bull, the 8th worst team on the grid. The 8th best team on the grid was what I was meant to say. And then V-Carb, pointless all season.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated
hey,
into
what's
the
up,
car
man?
okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Okay, so, you know, on second thoughts, I do want to do track acclimatization. Let's do it.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
Right, our final practice session with Aston Martin. I'm really excited to actually get the premiere episode for Season 4 recorded right away after this. Just to find out what team I'm going to be at, you know? In the final season we're doing, on this iteration of the game anyway, as you guys know, the 2026 DLC is a thing. Which means we'll be remaining on this game for another year. Which I don't really mind. I'm a fan of the game. It has some problems, but it's better than F1 22. It's way better than F1 24, so... You know, and I prefer it over 2020, 2019, etc. I just like how the ground effect cars handle, really. But yeah, this car is a bit of a boat. I'm hoping, well, obviously the game wants to do powertrain only regulations, which we're not doing. Because we did a powertrain only season literally last season, so I'll have to figure out how I want to shake things up for Season 4, but yeah, we're definitely not doing powertrain like only. You know, every other part we need to replace, but powertrain gets left alone. The cars are going to be literally undrivable if we do that, so, you know, that's not something I want to do at all. Okay, we need to turn that brake bias down. We'll put it down to 52. Yeah, wearing this helmet again just feels right, man. Oh, I forgot to put that it was the Season 3 finale in my title. Oh well. A lot of people tuned in yesterday, so they'll probably already know anyway. Beautiful,
Okay, test
perfect lap.
complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Okay, cool.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Then we can just box and stick the mediums on. Alright. Pretty successful practice program. Car feels good, but I mean, of course it's going to feel good around Vegas. It's really not a difficult track. But that's what I like about it, you know? Get to really see what car is the quickest around Vegas. A lot less emphasis on the corners around here, other than Sector 2, but even in Sector 2 you've not got much to worry about. It has that one chicane and that's about it. Okay. Let's speed ahead to the last, like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that. See who sets what time. But yeah, qualifying in the rain is going to be very interesting, that's for sure. Who's gone quicker? Ocon. Okay. Interesting. Sonoda's just gone back out. He's gone in and out in the time that... You know. Right, okay. Race strategy. Let's do this.
Okay,
Ah,
engines
fuck!
fired up. We're set.
I did that so fast, that was muscle memory. I wanted to do a flying lap. Just to get out there, but... Whatever. Let's go. I'll just, you know, spend this lap wasting the tyre as well, just to see what the tyre wear is like. 4 people watching, what's up, guys? Sonoda's looking quick, P3. Hopefully he doesn't get in my way while I'm doing my practice program. Yeah, this is the last time we'll have Yuki as a teammate as well. As he might not be in F126. It'd be really cool if they kept all the drivers for that though. Like just in the free agent pool, in the careers. That would be really cool. So you could still get like Yuki Tsunoda, for example. Okay, he's starting to get in my way now. Yeah, I'm having to brake early and stuff. Yuki, I need you out the way! Still quick enough to go over the delta though, so that's good. Thank you. I wonder what program he was doing. Probably tyre management or something. Considering I think he only did like 3 laps. Or maybe he was doing his own race strategy program. Tyre wear doesn't seem awful. I wonder who Aston Martin are going to have as their new driver this season as well, because it's not like I'm swapping with the team like I did with VCarb, which is why Stroll ended up there. Because I'm literally just straight up leaving the team, so for a little while I'll be a free agent, I assume, right? So it'll be interesting. Yeah, tyre wear is not bad at all around here. I mean, obviously, there's not really any stressful corners other than, you know, the little technical bit like the chicane in Sector 2, but that's about it.
Program complete and a job well done.
Oh, practice was complete there as well.
Run, so
I didn't even realise.
And I can take you through the numbers.
I didn't even realise that was it. I can't remember the last time I was still out when practice finished. But there you go, that was pre-practice.
What an incredible practice
Yuki's
session
looking
that
quick
was.
again.
The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Alpine would love to have me, I'm sure. Gasly always does pretty well, Doohan does not. So they really need a way better second driver, they could really use me. I don't know about Haas. I don't know, let's have a look at the points total for Haas this season. 109, right? Not bad. I mean, Behrman only has like 26 points. Ocon has 83. Not the worst thing in the world, right? But I mean, look at Alpine, right? You got Gasly with 70 and then Doohan with 2. Kick Sauber seems to have a pretty solid lineup. What's up, Sad Retailer? Yeah, Kick Sauber seems to have a solid lineup. They'll be okay with their team. They just need to get their car better. But Alpine will definitely be looking for a second driver. So I can see myself going to Alpine. Maybe Haas. Haas have a decent lineup. But I can see them wanting to replace Behrman with me. Williams, it wouldn't make sense. McLaren wouldn't make sense. Ferrari definitely wouldn't make sense. So, maybe Mercedes? Antonelli only has 3 points this season. He's really struggled. He got 46 last season, and then the season before that he got 27, so it just goes to show how bad the Mercedes is. Red Bull have a really good lineup. They just have a shocking car. We know how good Aiden Jackson and Callie Mayer are in the game. They are literally like the breaking point stars. So we know Red Bull have an absolutely incredible lineup. It's just their car is shocking. So I'm interested to see where we're going to end up. And I'll find out after this stream. You guys won't find out until Monday. That's when I'll put out the episode. But yeah, let's get the rest of these sessions done and then we can hop into qualifying. Wow, that was easy. Boom. Done. That's practice. Done. So now we get to see qualifying, which might be a little interesting. I don't know. It's not a very technical track, so you won't really see much of a difference except a much slower lap, I suppose. Yeah, that was pretty good luck. I've actually been quite lucky with the 25% stuff this season, I've noticed. I don't know what it is. But there you go, that was our last set of practice sessions with Aston Martin, so this will be the last time that we put any resources into the car. We have 704 points. Let's protect some of these parts then. Again, not that it matters. The rate, like, I'll be putting an R&D modifier in for next season, because there's no way I'm doing powertrain dominant regulations again, because we literally did that last season, so yeah, I'm not really fancying that. Let's do aerodynamics again. Could do side pod profile, could do forward floor fences. That's a minor one. What's this one? This is a minor one. Is there a major one we could do? Yeah, let's do a major one. And then can we do this one? No. Okay, let's do this one then, just to make sure it's there. Boom. There you go. Okay. Qualifying. Our final qualifying session as an Aston Martin driver. Let's see where we will start on the grid.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 Fever, Las Vegas.
All right. There you go. Ready for my last qualifying session. Giving people hugs and stuff. Because I'll be done soon. I might get new controllers because I can barely race now. Yeah, I mean, if what I told you didn't work, then it's like I said when I replied to you. It's more of a hardware issue then. For me, it was just dirt lodged in the joysticks, it seems, because, you know, I don't have any issue now. Alright, this is it. Let's get a lap out on the inters then. I guarantee it will dry up later on, though.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
Alright, let's do this. To be fair, my controller likes to fall to the floor. You mean you throw it on the ground in rage? There's a Red Bull ahead of us. I'm guessing it's Jackson. I think Mayer's the second driver. Yeah, it's Jackson. Oh my god, that was really close. That took me really off guard. I was just turning out of it. Falls off my desk all the time. You must have a really small desk. My controllers are always on the floor. But that's because I put them on the floor when they're on charge or whatever. Either that or it's on my sofa. Right, let me pass. I want to try and waste as much fuel as possible. Man, this looks beautiful. I wish there would be more spray on the screen though. I know people would get annoyed with that, but you can always have it as like an option you can toggle on and off. I'd also love to have more motion blur as well, because I've got my motion blur like at its maximum, and I don't really see much of a difference, if at all. Not enough blur. I need this game to feel like really fast. Give me some crazy motion blur. Like fucking Need for Speed Carbon ass motion blur. Alright, here we go. Hate this corner with a burning passion. That's the RS out of it there, on the exit. We could be a lot more careless with the ERS on wet laps. Like a lot more careless. Because we use a lot less. And we also harvest a lot more as well. Yeah, I really like Las Vegas. Whoa, still a second off of Verstappen though. Maybe he used more ERS on the strip. I don't know, but that's crazy. What's the worst bug you've seen on 25? I can't recall. It's been quite a polished game. The odd numbers games are. Why did I just say it right? I stuttered. I was like, I'm going to restart that sentence, and then I said numbers the wrong way again. Right, the odd numbered games tend to be the more polished ones. The last major bug I remember on the F1 game was, funnily enough, on F1 23, but it was only literally like day one. And I never ran into an issue on that game again.
Now the tank's pretty much empty.
But I'd say the worst one, it's not a bug per se, it's more of a design flaw, but it's the penalty system. I had an occasion on this game. I think you could find it on my rage compilation on this game. A guy, like, we were racing at Silverstone, and this guy on like turn one was behind me, hit my tire, crashed out. Not my fault at all, because I was just sat on the racing line, and I got a 10-second penalty. Literally, I did nothing. Like, I was completely entitled to it. I was literally in front, right? And then he gets hit by my rear wheel on the turn and crashes out, and I get a 10-second penalty, which is just insane.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
So that's the worst thing I've ran into on this particular game. Yeah, you told me about the -1 billion MGUK. At least you won't have to worry about that in the 26 DLC, because that thing doesn't exist anymore. At least I think it's the MGUK that doesn't exist anymore. It could be the MGUH. Or it could be both, I don't know. Did we just go through a raindrop texture? That was odd. That was a bug right there. At least it seemed like it. I've got a really itchy nose, but I've also got like a bruise on my nose, so I can't really do anything about it because it hurts.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Wow. Perfect observation. Jesus Christ, what are some of these times? It must be because of track evolution or something, but that is some crazy time. I was doing Texas and I saw that while pitting. Okay, yeah, there's no point replacing these inters. Yeah, what are some of those times? Like a second ahead of me? That's crazy. I don't know if that's because they went after or what. I don't know, man. I really hate my qualifying form on this game with a burning passion. Okay, let's go.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
Right, we need to get in a really good lap. And maybe use less ERS on the first part as well. We can be more careless with it, but I think we were a bit too careless at the start. Especially with how much we used before the lap even started. Oh, the lap's dried. Oh god. Oh no. Is everyone on fucking mediums? No, inters. I think people are on inters. I hope so. Otherwise we're fucked. I don't know, man. No, everyone seems to be on inters. Oh, we could have gone on softs in these conditions, man. we genuinely could have. Damn it. Wouldn't that have been crazy? But at least we're not the only one on inters. That's good. I was really worried then. But yeah, wouldn't it have been cool if we went out on softs and then just completely destroyed everybody? Bit too late. Yeah, I mean, I should have seen. I should have like checked on the onboards how dry it was. Oh well. It is what it is. We're not really fighting for anything anywhere unless we score 13 points over McLaren, then we'll be landing in second in the constructors. So I guess there's that to fight for, but it's far-fetched. I don't think we'll get anywhere near it. Who knows though, if McLaren are as inconsistent as they have been all season and we like get first or something, then, or like a podium, it could happen. I'm putting that on medium ERS deploy for now. And now hot lap. Look at that time gain. Wow. So the Aston Martin engine sounds the same as Red Bull? Are you talking real life or this? This is clearly the Mercedes engine. Exactly the same as every other Mercedes engine in the game. Red Bull sounds a lot deeper. Or rather, the Honda engine sounds a lot deeper. Look at all those new times being set now. I wonder what Yuki's going to get, because he was quickest earlier, but that might be because he went later. We got a purple first sector though, but that was before people set fastest lap, so...
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Not right on the cusp of anything. We don't have 3 quali sessions. Don't even think we get DRS. Nope. Not the best chicane. Ah, deploy used. Oof, that hurts. That's a lot of power we just lost. That probably really hurt us. P7, I'm so sick of seeing 7th. God damn it. Yeah, that definitely hurt us at the end there. God damn it, I thought I'd saved enough. I should have turned it down to medium on the strip.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started.
Wow, Ferrari 1-2 again.
For lights out tomorrow.
We were nowhere near it anyway. I believe we might have lost like a 10th or 2. But I doubt we would have gotten over P7. Kind of in a league of our own there. 2 tenths away from Sainz, 2 tenths away from Mayer. Well, Vegas is very easy for overtake, so I'm really not fussed about P7. We could start 20th and I wouldn't be worried. So, yeah, let's get into the final race of the season. Our final race as an Aston Martin driver. And we can get ready for Season 4, which I am definitely very hyped for, that's for sure. Here we go. This is it. 18 laps of Vegas. Ferrari lockout, front row lockout once more, but we'll see where they end up. It's a lot more difficult to run away with it around Vegas. Like, unless they do it on lap 1, then fine, but after that, it's going to be a lot more difficult for anybody to run away from it, or run away with it. So, even from P7, there's a good chance we can win. That's for sure. And I would love to end my career at Aston Martin with a win. I weren't able to bring home the Drivers' Championship. We got really close to the Constructors last season. But I didn't manage to bring home a Drivers' Championship last season. Weren't able to do it this season, but I'd like to leave them off with another win.
Welcome to Las Vegas. Saturday night's all right for driving. Well, it is here tonight as F1 takes over the entire city and the Formula One circus comes to town.
Okay.
Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas. 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
Any grid
Max
penalties?
Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Albon, Yuki
5 tenths
Tsunoda,
behind the Ferraris.
and
Oh my
Sainz.
days.
The rookie, Mayer,
Absolutely
Behrman,
insane how
and
quick the
Andrea
Ferraris
Kimi
were this
Antonelli.
season.
Russell, Hulkenberg, Oscar Piastri, and Bortoletto. Jackson, Gasly,
McLaren aren't doing
Lance
well.
Stroll, and Jack Doohan. Hadjar and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid.
These guys just
Now
didn't
it's
set
time
another
to
lap.
head down to the track.
I don't think.
And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I don't know about you, Ant, but it seems like only a couple of weeks ago we were talking ahead of the first race. Here we are, ahead of the last race. This year has just flown by.
Yeah, a lot of races to cover these days in Formula One, Crofty, as you well know, doing them all yourself. But it's the same for the drivers. It comes at you thick and fast, and you've got to pace yourself as well to get to this point in the season. If it has gone your way, it's a great time to just enjoy it. There's nothing that can change in the championship pecking order, of course. If you've won the championship already, go out and enjoy this race and send yourself off through the winter break. If it's been a bit of a year to forget, you can try and take a bit of solace in this Grand Prix. End on a high and carry that energy into next season.
Well, that's exactly what I want to do. And we want to end it with a win.
If you go away from this weekend having not given it everything, you're going to be devastated and disappointed for months. So let's get out there and give it a really strong finish and leave it all out on the track.
Am I going to be devastated? What are we fighting for, bro? I mean, I guess the constructors are still there, but it's not that deep, you know? Right, I definitely don't want to put too little fuel in because we're pretty much flat out the whole Grand Prix. There wasn't much tyre wear, so I'm going to stick with the softs, and we need some aggression anyway. So let's do it. Yeah, first place is really not far away. Tyres are looking good. 3 people watching, what's up?
Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected.
Four people watching, what's up? Fronts were still cold. I was warming them up almost the entire lap. It's a cold night in Vegas. That's for sure if the softs can't stay warm. No words from the engineer. This is it. Here we go for the final time as an Aston Martin driver, and Tsunoda is already pissing me off. Oh, contact between the two. Don't know why they needed contact. Well, there you go. Really good start. Double overtake there. Sainz, I think, dove down the inside. Look at that. Norris and Albon going side by side. The two Ferraris starting to battle it out as well. Interesting. Interesting start to the Grand Prix, that's for sure. Gonna dive down the inside into the chicane. Trying to give him space. That is perfect. Really taking advantage of the softs, that's for sure. Here's Norris. We know we can catch Norris. We've got to take advantage of the grip now while we can, because, yeah, look at how quickly tyre wear is already going up. Norris is not safe. Okay, I am turning the engine mode down just to try and harvest. I know we could catch... We probably could have caught him, but I did want to harvest a bit of energy. Practically pushing him through the corners. Let's make our move. Oh, that's not safe.
Okay, DRS is now available.
That was close. We almost clipped our wing off, but we got the move done. I didn't realise how close I was to him. Leclerc is losing Verstappen, so here is the champion, who is up ahead of us on mediums. Soft's definitely looking the strongest right now. So we've got to take advantage of them while we can. Yeah, I did say it's very easy to overtake around Vegas. Probably the easiest circuit on the whole calendar, to be honest. Besides Monaco, if you can drive it. If you could drive around Monaco, that circuit is really easy, even on the maximum difficulty. Right, we've got DRS enabled now, so that should drag us up. Start harvesting. Right, now we've really caught up. Let's look at the tyre wear again. It is pretty bad on the rears. Doesn't seem too bad on the fronts though, which is the most important part. If it gets pretty worn at the back, we do lose the tail a little bit, but we can control that. I'd rather be able to get through the corners. I'd rather have like a good corner entry than a and a bad exit than a bad entry and a better exit, because it doesn't matter.
The car behind by a few seconds of that. Really good stuff.
Yeah, that's the power of the soft tyres, but we won't have that for much longer. I think only until lap 8, so it is lap 3 right now, so it won't be long until the mediums become better, so we do want to make this move on Leclerc. We're not making good progress. We're managing to keep it as is though, but we've only gained a 10th in the last lap. Do you have any tips for defending? Yeah, always defend the inside. That dirty air was awful. Oh my god. That was a huge whiff of dirty air. Could barely even make it around the corner, and that also shows that tyre wear is starting to kick in as well, which is always around 20%. Could barely make it around the corner then, that was crazy. Got to be a bit more mindful of that corner though, then. That is honestly the hardest corner on this circuit. Turn 2. I think we just about might still have DRS. Yep, there you go. Yeah, it just goes to show how good the Ferraris are. And those mediums are starting to become better now. It will only be a matter of time before Leclerc catches up to Verstappen. Turn 1 in multiplayer is chaos, I just pit immediately.
Tyre wear's higher than we're expecting. We've got
I'm keeping things as they are. Please don't ask me to change tyres. Lap 7, nope.
Okay, copy that.
We're doing well enough. Starting to lose the back end quite a bit though.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Okay. Tyre management is so hard sometimes. Yeah, for sure. I do not want to pit on lap 7 though. I mean, it's not really important that we catch the Ferraris. I do want to finish ahead of the McLaren though, so I think that's the bare minimum. If we want that P2 in the constructors. But look at the 2 Ferraris fighting now. Because those softs are going off. Could be a chance we catch Verstappen if we drive better than him. But yeah, there's Leclerc now in the lead. He's been absolutely unstoppable this season, so that doesn't surprise me.
And you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah, Verstappen lost a lot of time on turn 2. Wasn't even able to have a go at all. If Verstappen stays close enough to Leclerc though, he could make a move on the main, on the strip. Ooh. That was scary. Yeah, we're maintaining the gap ahead of Norris really well, so I do want to stay out on the softs until lap 8. Is your walls orange or is it the light? Yeah, my walls are orange. Honestly, losing the rears a little bit actually made that corner a bit easier to get through. Verstappen's keeping up with Leclerc quite well, but I think that we can owe that largely
Okay,
down
mate,
to
we've got
DRS.
some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
139? I'll smash that. Right, I'm gonna drop the Ferraris now.
Okay, so gap to
Work
the
on
car
saving
ahead,
some ERS.
3.2 seconds.
Maybe Tsunoda can catch up to Norris. Who knows? That would be really good for the team.
We've got a gap of about 3 seconds between you and the next car.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not focused on them. We'll just maintain what we've got for now.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. Box, box, we're coming in this lap.
Norris is really starting to catch up now, but it won't matter. This tyre stint is done. Let's pray Norris pits as well. No. We want him to stay out longer so we get an undercut. I wonder what the mediums are going to pit onto then. Will it be the softs? Are they doing
Don't
the
forget,
alternate?
box this lap.
Yeah, Lando's on mediums, hence why we were able to overtake him so quickly. Just about got the car slowed down. There you go. Soft tyre stint is done. And onto the mediums we go.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
5 people watching, what's up?
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
That's not ideal. We got a lot more grip though. Unfortunately it means Bortoletto... Oh no, he doesn't get PRS, cool. I'm just going to cover the inside. Beautiful. Right, Verstappen might be getting held up by Behrman. I don't know, man. Look how much time we gained just through that chicane, though. That's the difference between the tyres right now. Verstappen's going to get the overtake done on Behrman soon. That was close to the wall then. He got unsettled by the curb. And Verstappen's past Behrman. I think Verstappen gained time out of the pits there. Might be because of Bortoletto.
Okay, Yuki is coming in for his stop now.
Okay. There's Leclerc coming out now, side by side with Behrman. He's ended up in front of him though, so Ferrari had a pretty uneventful pit stop. There is no catching them. That being said, Leclerc is on hards, so maybe there's a chance. I'm going to rewind that. I skimmed the wall and ripped some tyre off.
Ferrari driver's just moved into first place.
I think Verstappen might win this race. We'll see what happens.
And gap to the car in front, 4.2 seconds.
I think they'll just be DRSing off each other, so there won't be much we can do, unfortunately.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres.
Yeah, Sonoda should have pitted a bit early, but he was on the mediums anyway, so... But still, Norris, I'm pretty sure, pitted. I don't know if they pitted the same lap or not. Behrman should be pitting soon. He always goes long stints, he does. There he goes. So that's us back up into P3. I think that's where our race is going to end though, because yeah, despite having safety car and increased, we just can't seem to have anything. So I think this is race over, but it's a podium. That's the important thing. Yeah, P3's not so bad. Especially since the Ferrari's like so strong this season in our career mode. It's crazy how good that car is. Despite the fact we should all be like equal performance with the field balanced out, it just seems as though Ferrari has the best car anyway. I don't know what's going on with McLaren. Maybe they've had so many parts removed that even though it says the field's balanced out, they have more like durability parts or something, and they're like more like major parts have actually just gone.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.7 seconds.
We are catching the car ahead. I think Verstappen has knocked Leclerc out of DRS. So who knows what will happen. Maybe we'll get a similar to last episode where we actually catch up. We'll see though, because the hards will be the strongest tyres soon.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Yeah, I was just checking.
Leclerc ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.3. Okay, gap ahead, 4.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old.
133.3, what are we doing?
Okay, mate, the last lap time, 1:33.
We're 3/10 quicker. I don't think that'll be enough to catch him. Wow. That's crazy. Whoa! Stick drift returned.
So let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up.
That was scary. The way my car just switched to the left then, that made me jump.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
I don't know how that returned. Fucking hell. I've clearly not been eating anything. I was a lap ahead to take him over, then he decided to crush me. My side pod and ruin the car. Yeah, we're not catching Leclerc. The hards are starting to be better now. As we get closer and closer towards 20% wear, which is when it starts to slow down. It's fine though, we're well away from Norris.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
Oh, this bug! This is the worst bug I've seen. It won't go away. There you go. I think I fixed it. You can see a little black bar at the bottom.
Leclerc is ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1 minute 33.
I think I fixed it.
Okay, gap to the car.
But yeah, that's the bug that I've had for a while.
Okay, they're on fresh hards.
I haven't seen it in a while
Four
though.
laps on their tyres.
We nearly went a whole season without seeing that bug. But yeah, it'll just suddenly say and the time last lap, and then just not say anything, and the subtitles would just stay there. So annoying.
Okay, some information on Bortoletto. Okay, they're out of this race.
Interesting. I've also gained a lot of time on Leclerc. Losing time fast. I don't think it'll be enough. It won't be nearly enough. We've only got like 4 laps to go. I could never do a race for 2 hours, it'd be so boring. Fucking boat. Did China for 2 hours, worst circuit to do? I like China. I think it's a good circuit. We won't be doing it in season 4 though. I think we'll kick it off with Bahrain again. I don't know, I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do Australia. I prefer Suzuka. That is really bad in this game. That's one track I really hope improves in F1 in the 2026 regulations. Because that's really bad here.
3.0 seconds.
Particularly in F1 24 and 25 because of the dirty air. It really simulates it, the real life version really well. Too well. To the point it's just not a fun track. I don't think we've done Suzuka since season 1. Same with Hungary. I'm just not bringing those tracks back. Normally P1, so it doesn't affect. Oh, I suppose. I mean, to drive on it's really cool, but in terms of like overtakes and stuff, the cars need to be smaller. And the 2026 cars are definitely smaller, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm getting quite a bit of stick drift right now, which is annoying. Let's see if I can spin it out or something. Hopefully that helps, even at least a little bit. It's not major stick drift, it was pretty bad in Baku. Not that it mattered anyway, because the car's gearbox completely failed.
The pace is strong, but be aware, these tyres need to go the distance.
Yeah, the pace is really strong. I'm getting faster and faster as we go through the Grand Prix. Somehow, even though Leclerc should definitely be quicker than me at this point.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, not bad at all. Really not far from Leclerc, to be honest. Definitely made the wrong choice going on those hards. Or starting on the mediums, I should say. That was definitely the wrong choice for Leclerc. If he'd have gone on the softs, we'd have caught him. Here we go then.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Our final lap of Season 3, the final lap as an Aston Martin driver. Want another contract? I wouldn't accept it anyway. I broke it myself. Already spent 2 seasons here and yeah, they didn't give me a good car this season. I've dragged this boat to P2 in the Constructors. We got close. We were only 5 tenths away. Like, a couple more laps, we might have got him. I genuinely think, like, if we had like 20 or 21 laps, would have got him. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, we'll see how many points we've gained over McLaren. Because we might still snatch P2 in the Constructors. So this is it, guys. The final race. The final corner as an Aston Martin driver as we cross the line to finish Season 3.
Well, mate, thank you for giving that your best effort. It might not have been our day today. We've had a tough old afternoon, but it's been an incredible season. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. And we'll definitely come back stronger next year, eh?
Well, I would say you will, but this engineer follows me wherever I go for some reason. And that was a win Max Verstappen definitely needed. He's had probably one of the worst seasons of his career.
For the final race of the season, and you take that energy with you through the end of the year, through the winter break, and it's important because your team lives off of that. You want them to deliver you the best possible car for the start of next season's campaign.
That was the perfect finish that Verstappen needed, really. Let's see how he does next season. Very strange how he did so bad this season.
Waiting for them, high above above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky 3, it's time to stand on it.
There you
One of the
go.
all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
There you go. Yeah, it was a pretty good season in the grand scheme of things. Clearly the car wasn't a championship contender. Ferrari definitely the way better car. But that doesn't take away the fact that Leclerc was just absolutely unstoppable this season.
I'm off to put my feet up now before it all starts again next year. Take care.
And there you go. Not bad. Constructors, we got really close. We got really close. I feel like if Tsunoda had been close enough to Norris and then, you know, could have made a pass, I feel like we would have got that P2 then. But P3 is not all bad. Throughout a lot of the... I think Williams definitely had the better car this season as well. That must be said. Williams definitely had the better car this season. So P3 is definitely nothing to scoff at. That is for sure. But there you go. Let's have a look at this. Oliver Behrman scored points. Good for him. Pierre Gasly scored a point. Of course, Tsunoda got a P5. Williams comeback. Williams did really well. I mean, look. P5 and a P7 for them. Really good. One of the Williams scored more than Piastri. Piastri's really bad in my career mode for some reason. I don't know what it is. Even when he's good, his car just completely DNFs. And this is the one season where it hasn't DNF'd at all, and he's just not performing. I don't know what it is. Piastri is not this bad in real life. But yeah, what a season that was. Looking at the constructors now, VCarb still managed to not get a single point. Red Bull with their worst season in a long time, P8. Mercedes, P7. Look at these Titans, man. These former Titans. All the way in the bottom half of the table, we've got Williams on their way back up. Ourselves at Aston Martin, P3. Haas and Alpine. Haas especially very impressive in this career mode. I'm really excited to find out where we are going to end up in our final season in the career mode. We might not even be in a championship level car. But yeah, Leclerc beat us out this season. He is the world champion. And a P2 finish behind Verstappen was nothing to scoff at. Put Lewis back in Mercedes and he'll be dominating. That Mercedes is ass, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Russell's been dragging that Mercedes to some good results this season. There you go. That's it. I wonder who's going to partner up with Tsunoda at Aston Martin next season. That's going to be... intriguing. That's going to be interesting. That's for sure. But yeah, that was it. That was our final race in the Aston Martin. We managed to win a Drivers' Championship with them last season. We got pretty close to one this time. We got pretty close to the Constructors last season.
This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport.
But yeah, now we got a contract event.
Why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
So yeah, because our contract's over, we actually get to do the team select thing early. But I'm not going to let you guys see that. You guys are going to see that on Monday. But yeah, we got the contract performance review. We were below 95. I knew that was going to happen. We didn't gain nearly as much XP as I thought we would have. I think when you get to like 90 or something. I mean, maybe it's because we didn't have that many wins. But that's the results for this season. No, please, I beg. Nah, you gotta wait. I gotta keep you waiting. Just so you watch the next episode, you know? But, yeah. That's all the results from this season. I mean, look at how consistent Leclerc was all season, man. Only 3 results in the entire season outside of the podium. That's just crazy. We were lucky enough to be within 2 points of Leclerc at one point, but Monza happened... And then Baku happened. That really cemented it. And we really did our best. We got podium places in all of the last 4. We did really good in the Texas and Brazil sprints. But, yeah, Leclerc was just unstoppable in the end. So, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching this episode of F125 driver career mode. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. I will be back on, I'll be a bit more generous. Instead of doing a Monday, we'll do a Sunday. So I'll be back on Sunday for the premiere episode of Season 4. So you guys will find out what team we're going to be at. You guys will find out the calendar for Season 4, as well as the R&D modifier and maybe some other changes on the other teams. Because Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso are still in this career mode, so there is a good chance that they can still return. That is going to be interesting if they do. I wonder what teams they will end up at. But yeah, as for Season 3, that was it. So guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more F125. Peace.